Hi everybody.
Hiya.
Welcome back to Yorkshire Motoroamers. We're up at the motorhome just checking round up on the storage facility where we keep the motorhome, just checking round the motorhome, and we thought while we're here we'd do a little update for you,
We did.
so
Yeah.
you know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we're kind of towards the back end of January, and we're coming up to our first trip, which will be down in Norfolk.
It will. Yeah. I'm visiting a friend in Norwich for a weekend, so you're going to drop me off and then you're going to make your way to Clipsby Hall,
Yep,
where I'm going to meet you on the Sunday.
Yep, you're having the weekend with your friend who was you used to work with her, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I worked with Sarah for a long time.
At the local hospital.
Yeah. And then she moved down to Essex, but now she's living in Norwich.
In Norwich, yeah.
So I'm going to visit for the weekend.
Yeah, and like Tracey said, we're going to Clipsby Hall, which Clipsby Hall was the very first campsite we ever went on in a motorhome.
It was a rented one, wasn't it?
It was back in 2017, I think it was.
It would have been, yeah.
We've been talking about buying a motorhome, but
We liked the idea of it, but we didn't know whether we would like it, did we?
no, we didn't. We didn't want to invest a lot of money into something that we might think, it's not really for us. So we decided to rent a motorhome, and it was I remember it was a Shawson on a Ford Transit. Can't remember what model it was. All I remember, it has a transverse bed at the back.
It did.
I think it was about probably 7 meters. Transverse bed at the back. Shower room. The kitchen was on the, because it's continental, it was on the offside. Obviously the door was there,
And I fell through,
you fell out the motorhome,
out of the open door because I wasn't used to it, and I was trying to wash up or cooking or something, and 1 minute I was in the van, and next minute we're on the floor.
She was on the pitch. Yeah, so that was our first ever trip in a motorhome, and we rented it for four nights down at Clipsby. And when
we took it to Clipsby, we didn't rent it from there, did we?
Yeah, and when it was time to come back, we didn't really want to come back.
We were smitten then.
Yeah,
we got the bug.
We knew we'd got the bug. So I think later on that year, September, we bought our first motorhome.
We did, but that's not what we're talking about.
No, it isn't, but it's relevant because Clipsby Hall was the very first campsite we went on in a motorhome.
We always said we'd go back, and we never have.
And we've never been back since. And that is nothing to do with the campsite, because it is a beautiful campsite, and we're really excited to be going back.
So we'll be able to show you what it's like now. I think it's had lots of additions since we were there. It has.
If you remember, there was at the time we was there was building up all the new reception area and the restaurant area as now. So really looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, so we're going to be there. You're going to be there for a week. I'll be there for 4 or 5 days, won't I? After.
Yeah. And before we go down to Clipsby, we've booked the van on to Brown Hills overnight. It's not, don't worry, the van's not going in for anything. We're just using the facility just to break the journey up a bit from Yorkshire to Norfolk.
Because it takes us about an hour and a quarter to get, if the traffic's good, about an hour and a quarter to Newark.
Yeah, so it just takes a little bit off, and we can get a decent start the next day and get into Norfolk at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
So we thought we might do a couple of van reviews while we're down there.
Yeah, if there's anything new worth
just gonna
having
have a
mention of
on the website and see if
we
there's
don't
anything.
Want a new van.
No.
Just in case you're thinking. We
So,
do.
anything you might want us to preview at Brownhills, you know, drop a comment in the box, and
We'll see if we can find
we'll see if we can find what they've got there. I think the stock Swift, Auto Trail, Adria, Rapido, Sun Living, Eldis Evolutions. So
plus anything that happens to be in as a part
as
X.
yeah.
Anyway, we've wittered on about that a bit, haven't we?
Yeah,
Now?
so that's then, and then February we'll be attending the Caravan Camping and Motorhome show at the NEC in Birmingham.
It's a couple of years since we've been, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
We didn't. Well, we certainly didn't go last year. Was it the October before or the February before?
It was the October before, because we just got the other Rapido.
Right. Yeah.
And that was one of the first trips out in it.
Yeah, and that's the last time we've been to the show. Last year we were kind of a bit showed out. We'd done it for a year or two, hadn't we?
Just wanted to take a little break.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to go. It'll be nice to catch up with a lot of our YouTube motorhome friends as well. That'll be there.
Yeah.
See what's new on the scene.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So the show is running from the 18th to the 23rd of February, and we're going to be there on the 20th and 21st.
We are.
Of February.
Yeah. We normally stay at Summers Wood, but this time we're not. We're staying at
Chapel Lane.
Chapel Lane.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see what that is like for a change, won't
So
it?
really looking forward to going back to a show. Don't think we'll be doing motorhome reviews there, but we will be filming. I'm trying to think of a way of doing something a little bit different. Maybe just walking around the show and looking at accessories and things like that.
As long as we don't buy anything.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, we will be filming. Probably not as much motorhome reviews.
No, we haven't got press passes this time, so there's no. Although I believe that even with press passes, you can't go in early now.
No, right.
I might be wrong on that. Don't quote me, but I have a feeling that is the case.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
February.
Towards the end of February, and then in March we're going back to
Southcliffe for the holiday
Bridlington, aren't we? We like it there. It's kind of our go-to place because it's not far from home, really.
Yeah. And they were doing a cracking offer on.
They were doing a 50% off.
50% off.
So
it was too good to miss that.
Yeah, I think we've got about 5 nights for about £70, haven't we?
Yeah,
with the full hookup and everything. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. A lot of the facilities would by then have reopened.
Yes, yeah, because there is it's owned privately, but there is, let's call it a clubhouse for argument's sake, but that closes until the end of February, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is it sort of end of November to end of February, something like that, that it closes?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all closed in the shop, but they'll all be back open by then, so that will be good.
So again, we're really looking forward to going back to Bridlington. We do like it up there.
We do, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a short walk to the beach. We've covered it before. We've done reviews on it and filmed up there before. So if anybody is new to the channel and wanting to see, I'm sure you can find it in the back catalogue somewhere. We've been there quite a bit.
Yeah.
Haven't we?
Yeah. That takes us on to April. And Easter weekend, we're not going out in the motorhome as such. We're having a family gathering. We did this last Easter.
Yeah, up in North Yorkshire in Pickering.
Yeah. So
would you believe it's a converted pub?
Yeah, it's a building. It used to be a pub, and somebody's bought the property and kept it as a pub, renovated it as a pub.
But not open to the public.
It's not open to the public, no. It's it's your booking. Upstairs it has 3 apartments.
3 apartments. You can only actually book the pub bit as an add-on if you're having all 3 apartments, which we are, because there are 3 families of 4 and us 2 old.
Us 2, yeah.
Old codgers.
Yeah, so we took the family up last year. We bought them it as a combined Christmas present, and they didn't really expect, they didn't know what to expect, and the faces when they saw it, they were just blown away. The adults were. The kids loved it as well.
The kids loved pretending to work in the pub, didn't they, a little bit?
They were serving us drinks hand and foot all the time, because they could just go up to the fridges, obviously, and bring us soft drinks. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's got the games room, with the pool table and the dartboard and everything. It's got open log fires. It's fabulous, and it's right in the centre of Pickering.
It is, yeah.
Right in the town centre.
The whole family loved it so much, they asked us to book it straight away.
Yeah.
And secure Easter weekend 2025.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going over Easter. And then not long after that...
It's a
few days, isn't it?
A few days, because Good Friday is the 18th of April, and on the 24th we are driving down to Folkestone, where we will pick up the animal health certificate.
And meet with Trev and Sue.
Posh Cats Camping, and Oscar and Sophie, obviously.
Yeah.
And Meli will be coming on all these trips, and then we're heading across the channel.
We are. We're starting our European tour 2025, and the first part we're going to be with Trev and Sue as we travel down through France into northern Spain. We're going to explore the northern coast of Spain. None of us have been there before.
San Sebastian, Santiago de Compostela, that region, aren't we?
Yeah, the plan is we're going to head over to the furthest part and then work our way back.
Which is Santiago, I think, and
Santiago.
Then, but we've got 2 weeks to work our way back on a very small bit of coast, haven't we?
Yeah.
So that will
really,
be nice.
really excited to be doing that. So we'll be spending 4 weeks with Trev and Sue. They have to then head back up through France because of commitments at home, and we'll be continuing our tour. We're not 100% sure where we're going at the moment.
No, we're winging it, aren't we?
We're going to wing it. So
see where the mood takes us when it gets to it.
Plans in his head, but that's only where they are. We've just booked a one-way train ticket, tunnel ticket.
The same thing as we did in 2023 when we did our 9-week tour. Then
we did a 9-week, So we're looking maybe to spend the whole 90 days. We might do.
We're just
not
sure.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of having no return date. We can just come back. And to be honest, when we did it the last time, we didn't find any trouble booking the ferry back, did we? The train back, and it wasn't like it was just booking it a day or 2 ahead. It wasn't like it were an extortionate amount of money or anything. It didn't make a lot of difference that we hadn't booked it ages ahead, did it? So
so we like I say, we don't want to commit to tell you what we might have in mind, because it might change.
It might change by
And I think
tomorrow.
what I'd like to do is, when we're vlogging it, is to do it as we go along. So we'll tell you about, yes, we might go here, but then we might change his mind, so we'll tell you if we change his mind, and just keep it more involved in that period of time when we're there. After that, so that if we do the full 90 days, that's going to take us into late July. And then we've got one or two things planned for August.
But they're very loose plans at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, so we'll update on them a bit nearer the time.
Won't we? Yeah, so that's us for now, really, for the first 6 months of the year and a bit.
Yeah, we were absolutely itching to get out in the motorhome. We do have to, at some point, get an awning canopy fitted onto the side of the van. So I'm going to
ideally in time for the European trip.
Ideally in time for that, yeah. So I'm going to look into that and hopefully get that fit before we set off in April. Yeah. So that's our update for you. If you have any comments, please feel free to comment. Any questions, any suggestions where we might go in Spain and southern France, that area. If you've any suggestions as to where you've been and what you think we might like, what we could try, please put it in the comments for us. Until then, till the next video, we'll see you then.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.